Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Flash. So let's start talking about this episode. So the episode kind of starts off in this fun, light, you think it's gonna be a filler episode type thing, where Barry comes up with a plan to use Linda, first to use Dr. Light as bait for Zoom, but Dr. Light, the Earth 2 version, escapes, and now they're using the Earth 1 version of Linda, and they, make a costume for her, and they try to figure out a way to bring in Zoom, and it doesn't really seem to work, so Barry's like, alright, I guess we give up, and, by the end of the episode, Zoom does come, and he's not really happy that Barry tried to trick him, and beats him almost to death. And we see a big cliffhanger in this episode. Spoiler alert if you have not seen it and you don't want to know this spoiler, but Barry is paralyzed by the end of the episode. That was a shock. I didn't expect to see that. And then other things happening, we learn a little bit more about Jesse Quick, Harrison Wells' daughter, but not a lot of information. If you knew the casting information, you knew Jesse was Jesse Quick, but we don't really know if she has any speed force or really anything about that. We just know that she is the daughter of Harrison Wells, and that Harrison Wells does care for her, and it kind of feels like this kind of Malcolm Merlin Thea vibe I got there. Other things, we get some information on Earth 2, like that Robert Queen is actually the Green Arrow of Earth 2. I thought that was interesting. Hopefully, Thea Queen, Earth 2 version is Mia Dearden. That's my headcanon, is that's how Thea exists in Earth 2. Hopefully we get to see it one day. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with the episode. We explore a little bit more of Cisco's powers also, and that's how we got the information from Harrison Wells. Also, Linda finds out that Barry is the Flash. That happens. So I kind of want to talk about the small negatives of this episode first and then go into the giant positives of this episode. But small negatives, honestly, was the reveal to Linda. I didn't really think it was that necessary. It was kind of, first of all, I love the comedy in this episode. It's probably one of the funniest episodes of The Flash ever, and that's that's saying something, because The Flash is a pretty funny show, but the moments where Linda is practicing as Dr. Light was so much fun and felt like it came straight out of a comic book, and that's what we love about The Flash. So that was fun. Even like the way they were trying to pretend to fight each other was fun. So yeah, there's a lot of funness with Linda, and I think Linda's actress is a really good comedic actress. She had a lot of good timing here and had really good chemistry between Grant and Gustin, obviously as Barry, so I really enjoyed that mesh, and I enjoyed all those moments up until that, Barry just kind of randomly revealed that he was the Flash. Like, I understand it was more for motive, for Linda to do what she was doing, but she kind of already had motive. She wanted to do these things. So I understand plot-wise that you kind of had to do it, or else it would be kind of unbelievable that Caitlin's there, Cisco's there, Iris is there. Everyone's there except Barry at Star Labs. So I think she would have figured it out anyways. And maybe this is for Linda to have more of a prominent role in the TV show now that Wally's going to be introduced. And if you don't know, in the comics, Linda is the wife of Wally. Which I'm excited at. I'm glad they making her have a prominent role, but at the same time, like, what are you gonna do with her? We have a lot of characters that really don't have superpowers, so is it just another journalist in the show, just being part of the team? What does Linda add? Is she even gonna be part of the team? I don't know. So I thought that was as random as the Eddie reveal from last season. I guess that's a small nitpick I had. A little nitpick I had as a personal fan, and I'm sure we're gonna get this soon, it's just like I just can't wait type thing, is I wanted a little bit more with Jesse Quick here. I think if you knew the character and you knew that she was Jesse Quick, you didn't really get much information, but if you're a mainstream audience member who's never read the comics, you're like, oh my god, Jesse Quick, why is her last name, why are they calling her Quick, because her last name's not Quick, but why are they calling her Jesse Quick? This must mean something. So it gave some nudges to where I think she's gonna go and her comic book counterpart, but we don't really get to see the character that much. And you see a lot of parallels between like the Arrow show, between Thea and Merlin's relationship. I'm seeing a lot of that between Harrison and his daughter. So hopefully we get to see more fleshing out with that. I expected a little bit more with this episode, but there was a lot more other stuff going on. So understand why they couldn't do that plot line as much this episode. As a Jesse Quick fan, I wanted it. But let's go into that Zoom fight. Oh man, that Zoom fight, like, I was on the edge of my seat. It was the best fight, obviously, of the season, and the best scene of the season. And it's not just because you have the big bad and Barry going up against each other. But first of all, the big bad being that menacing, more than Reverse Flash, literally taking him around the city and dragging him along is kind of like this dead body. And then that cliffhanger, because I think we all expected as Flash fans, and if you read the comics, that Barry wouldn't have his speed anymore. That's what I expected. I thought the serum would just take away his speed, and he would have to deal with not having the speed and still wanting to be a hero, and maybe teaming up with Wally if he has speed, and if Jesse has a speed. I thought it would just be like this whole season of speedsters just like joining together to defeat Zoom and show that you don't have to be alone, which I think has always been part of the show, is this family aspect. And obviously the Flash has a big family, not just in the Star Laboratory family aspect, but also in their speedsters. So I thought that's what was going to happen. But when you have him being paralyzed, especially having those parallels between the person he hates, Harrison Wells, and that he was pretending to be paralyzed, but it's interesting, and I'm excited to see where they take this, especially that we're going to have Gorilla Grodd next episode. Like, who is going to defeat Gorilla Grodd? Is it going to be the rest of the team while Barry is healing? Can Barry still save the day without his speed? There's a lot of interesting aspects here. So, wonderful ending to the episode that just kept, left me speechless. And it was, what I loved about this episode is what I love about The Flash. It had drama, it had fun, and it had twists and turns. So this episode, yeah, it's the best of the season, and it's just one of the best. Like I said, the comedy was there. There's some good character moments also, and that cliffhanger, and the battles, and the action. Can't say enough. So this episode was awesome. Can't wait for next episode, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more of Jesse Quick. I want to see if she actually has the speed or not. That's what I want to see. But we'll have to see in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic You Know. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links from my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. And of course, I'll have a review for The Flash next week. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.